Alright, so I'm making this today because I'm just seeing a lot of it and I feel the need to comment on it. Excuse my lack of makeup, I'm a little sick today, so I'm hailing to you from my bedroom, chicken soup in hand. Okay, so what I need to talk about today is the fat acceptance movement, and that is all I will refer to it as, because that's all it is. This isn't a love your body campaign or a real women's bodies are beautiful campaign. This is fat acceptance. This is taking a medical problem, something that is proven to have medical downfalls that will give you diseases. Obesity is a disease. And treating it like it's society's problem that it's not smiled at. Society doesn't condone obesity because obesity is an illness, like alcoholism, like hypertension, like anything else. It's an illness. It's a sickness. It's a medical problem. I'm sick of seeing the "you're not ugly, society is," or "real men like meat, dogs are for bones," or "bones are for dogs." First and foremost, real men like whatever the fuck they want. If a man likes you just for your gene size, whether it be a 16 or a 0, that's a problem. He's an asshole. It has nothing to do with real men liking big girls. What it does have to do is a complete and total role reversal. Years ago, women were bitched at, shunned, talked down to, looked down on for being fat. Now it seems that women are looked down on and treated poorly for being thin. Apparently it's not all right to be thin anymore, or healthy. I'm 5 feet tall, so of course I'm going to have a smaller gene size than someone who's 6 feet tall. But I'm healthy. I eat right, I exercise, and hence I'm thin. It's not my metabolism, I work hard for my body. So then we have women that are wanting to devour Twinkies one after the other, sitting at their computer chairs, and they're going to throw a fit when they're fat and people aren't cool with them being fat, or people don't think they're attractive because they're fat. I'm sorry, but I don't want a fat chick. I don't like fat chicks. I personally don't think it's good looking. If you're thick, if you're curvy, that is something else. But I am so sick of big, obese women trying to claim that they are thick or curvy. They're not. They're overweight. They're fat. They're sick. Slim women aren't something. We're not all anorexic. We eat cookies too. We eat. Most of us work really hard to be a small size. Not because society is ugly, but because that's how our bodies are healthy. And then are we really still comparing ourselves to pictures in magazines like Cosmopolitan and Glamour, Allure, Vogue? Are we really still saying, I am fully aware of all of the photoshopping that goes into this industry. Now let me say that it's unfair that this is unachievable, and I have body issues because of this. What? It's called personal responsibility, and it's important. If you can't look at a picture in a magazine and say, this is photoshopped. They're trying to sell me clothing. So they're showing me a slim woman with big tits and a nice ass, and they hope that that's going to make me want to buy their clothes. Hello. This is not a new thing. All you are trying to achieve by forcing people to view fat chicks as attractive, all you're trying to do is force people to ignore a medical problem because it's common. We have an obesity epidemic. in America. It is not healthy. We have so many fat people. And I'm not saying you can't be a good person if you're fat, but you're not healthy. And people want to scream glandular issues, this and that and the other thing. You don't have a glandular issue. Oh, are you really going to tell me that you have a problem with your thyroid and that's why you're 500 pounds? I don't believe you. You do something about it. Because if you're already sick with a thyroid problem and then you're overweight, you know what that's going to do? It's going to hurt your joints. It's going to stress pretty much every source in your body, all of your organs, all of your joints, all of your bones. It's not good for you. I do not accept fat as beautiful. You know why? It's not healthy. I'm not saying we should all strive to be 90 pounds. I'm saying we should all strive to be healthy. And this nonsense with as I said before, it's a complete role reversal of switching, turning the tables, having thin women get ragged on for being thin, as if we're anorexic. Or my favorite is, you're contributing to your own depression by the patriarchy. What? What do men have to do with my body type? What? It's ridiculous. Fat acceptance is wrong. Because that's like saying heart disease acceptance. Everybody should have heart disease, and if you don't have heart disease, fuck you. No, this is a problem. We need to stop. And then people want to say, oh, well, girls have unrealistic views of their bodies because of Barbie. Hi, have we looked at He-Man recently? Or Batman, Superman, any action figure, G.I. Joe? Hello. Same ideals are presented to boys that are equally unachievable. Barbie doesn't give you body issues. Barbie is a toy, and people that want to say, well, if you look at Barbie all day, it's going to make you think that your body's not good enough. That's not true, because you know Barbie is a toy. She's a doll. And then you look over and there's mom, who's a normal looking woman. There's your sister, who's a normal looking woman. Even if you're seeing shopped images on TV or in magazines, anywhere, if you look around you at actual women walking around on the street around you, you see this is what normal people look like. So I don't buy it. And you're going to say, studies have been done that show. Yes, studies have been done that show teenage girls have body issues. Yes, all teenage girls have body issues. We're not going to create a world where Susie Joe at 14 thinks she's beautiful. No 14-year-olds think they're beautiful. And if you do, great, good for you. But that's not how it works. That's not how it works. We have an epidemic of a lack of personal responsibility. Instead of saying, I'm overweight and I should do something to fix that, girls will scream, society has an unrealistic view of beauty and it's forcing me to conform to this shit and blah. No. Society has an ideal of beauty, yes. Most people don't look at pictures in magazines and say that right there, that's what I want to look like. I don't know anyone that does that. I model and I don't know anyone that does that. It's just, if people for once would stop saying that it's TV's fault, it's magazine's fault, it's society's fault. If people would stop and look at themselves and accept, this is my fault. The only reason that I'm thinking like this is because of me, is because I'm choosing to make this decision. Society would be a lot better off. We are society. So if you don't want people to be judged based on their weight, maybe you should stop sharing the e-card that says, men like meat, bones are for dogs. Do you realize what that's saying? That's saying that because someone is thin, they are only ever good enough for dogs. But because I'm fat, because I'm covered in gristle, real men like me. Now, do you see how ridiculous that is? I've recently started seeing images circulating that honestly make me laugh. I love them. It's a picture of a big fat guy next to a picture of Channing Tatum with his shirt off. Real women like rolls. Six-packs are for alcoholics. Are you willing to agree? Same thing. You are perpetuating the same double standards that you bitch that the imaginary patriarchy pushes on you. So you know what, ladies? It's time to step up. It's time to stop this. This isn't feminism. This isn't progress. This is a lack of personal responsibility in teaching young women and girls that it doesn't matter, that you can do whatever you want, and if you scream discrimination or blame it on society, then you can continue to do whatever you want without consequence. Don't teach that to your daughters. I don't know why anyone would want to teach that to your daughters. Shape up. You start the movement. If you want society to change, then you have to change. You have to start looking at things and saying, this is no one's fault but my own. This is no one's decision but my own. I do this because I want to, not because society forces me to. Take responsibility for your own thoughts and actions. Then come back. You'll be a better person for it, and everyone around you will hate you a lot less. I don't know why this is so tough for people. Fat isn't beautiful. Fat is unhealthy. Something that is unhealthy should not be viewed as beautiful. And who says being beautiful is the end-all of things that we should strive to be? Okay, maybe you're not pretty, maybe you're not hot, maybe you're not beautiful. But maybe you're very intelligent, maybe you're skilled. You don't have to be beautiful. It doesn't matter. I'm sorry, not all women are beautiful. Not all men are beautiful. Not everyone is beautiful. And everybody has a different view of beauty. Some people might think I look good. Some people think I look gross. Some people think, oh God, she's not wearing any makeup. That's disgusting. Some people think, oh, I like that. Some people like bigger girls. Some people like smaller girls. Some people like tall chicks, short chicks, fat guys, fit guys. People like what they like. Beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. So why don't you stop bitching about society and start taking charge of your own thoughts instead of pretending that the Borg has implanted them inside of you? I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of hearing it. It's infuriating. And I see it in my mind now. I see someone going, oh, well, those that live in glass houses, I bet you've never been fat. That's not true. I have been. I wasn't fat, but I did gain weight, and I've struggled with my weight, and I do struggle with my weight. And you know how I keep it in check and how I stay fit? I exercise. I eat healthy. That's all you can do. I don't care if your happy weight is 90 pounds or 190 pounds. It's a matter of health. I don't care what your gene size is. And sizes are arbitrary. I can be anywhere from a size 0 to a size 9. It is about taking charge and not accepting that fat is okay just because lots of people are fat. You need to take charge and be healthy and start a movement that says, I'm not working out for anyone but me. I owe it to myself to be healthy. That's all I'm saying. Get with it, ladies. This isn't feminism. This is nonsense. If you've got nothing better to bitch about than a fashion magazine using a thin woman, then, maybe you should really figure out something better to do with your life because this isn't working out for you. You want to fight for something? Fight for something that matters. Fight for someone who needs it. You're not a feminist, you're an egalitarian. Fight for equality and human rights. Stop the nonsense.